Hello everyone, welcome back to this Power BI tutorial. In this video, we are going to see that how can we import the data from an Excel data source in Power BI. Then using that data, we are going to create a clustered column chart. Then we are going to see that how can we just change the way this chart looks through Power BI. And then we are going to see that how can we create the different types of charts in Power BI. So all this is going to be covered in this video, so make sure that you watch it till the end. So let's start with the video, and the first thing we are going to do is actually import our data from an Excel data source. In the previous video, we also used an Excel data source, but what we did was we used this recent sources option because we had already used some of this data source previously. That's why it was available in the recent tab and we used it. But since you all are beginners, so it is very much possible that you are using this Power BI for the first time, so your recent tab would be empty. In that case, how can you just import the data into your Power BI is what we are going to see. Since we have already made up our mind that from where we want to import our data, and that is an Excel sheet. So first of all, you need to make sure a clear image in your mind that from where you are going to import your data. Okay, so once you've got that, you can check for that option present over here. Since Excel is present, I can just click on Excel over here. But if you do not find your desired data source over here, you can just go to this get data, click on this down arrow, and you will get a bunch of more options that are used widely. If you are not satisfied with them, then you can just go to this more options and there would be a ton of other options available to you. Okay, so I'm simply going to click on Excel. Then what happens is I have got this sample data, and then when you click on Excel or any of the data source, it would open up a folder from where you can just go to your desired place. This is exactly the place where I wanted to end up. So this is my sample data and I'm just going to select it and click on open. Now it may take some time depending upon the size of your data to get it loaded into Power BI. Now once it's loaded, you can just go to sales orders, and this is a table actually that is present in my Excel data sheet. So I have just loaded it here, and one interesting thing to note is the data that I have loaded is a super clean data. There are no empty records, there are no null values, and there are no duplicate records. Purposely I've loaded up because we do not want our data to get cleaned right now, because it is a somewhat tiring process. So you need to be well versed with some of the concepts before going into that part. So make sure you are getting a clean data, and a good method for that is you can simply go to the internet and download any of the sample data sources. Okay, I have myself downloaded it from the internet. So you can just click on this table which you want to load, and you can just click on this load button because our data is clean. So you can click on load. Then again, it may take some time because it is loading that data source into the Power BI. So it may take some time, and you must see like these kind of things coming up. And the larger your data source, the more time it's going to take. Okay, so now you can just close this warning message. We will understand it later on. So once your data is loaded, in the fields column you can see all these fields present. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to create a clustered column chart. So in the visualizations pane, you can see the second chart. Actually we are going to create a stacked column chart instead of a clustered one. You can create basically any chart, so we are going with a stacked column chart. Okay, so whichever visualizations you want to create, you can simply click on it, and what happens is there is a sample of this visualization available in your Power BI. Okay, now you can just change its size, but it's going to be of no use because there are no fields in it. So we gotta just get some fields into this axis, legend, and the values. So the axis I'm going to get region. In the legend I'm going to get items, and the total I'm going to get in the values. Let's see what happens. Perfect. So what we are getting over here is a stacked column chart, which is stacked on the basis of the regions with the different items, and their values have been shown over here, right? So this is actually not visible correctly. So what you got to do, if you want to show it in the full screen, there is something given as a focus mode over here. If you just hover to the top right of the chart, just beside the filter option, there is this focus mode. If you just click on this focus mode, then what happens is this chart would be fitted on the screen perfectly. And what else you can do is you just collapse these visualizations and the fields pane, and this chart would be then much more bigger and much more easier to work upon. If you can just look at this chart, what you make out is there is these three regions, the central, east and the west region, and there are these numbers given, that is how many quantities of the items were sold. And these different items are actually denoted by these different colors, like binders with blue, desk with dark blue, pencils with pink, pen set with purple, and pen with a shade of orange. So if you just hover over any of these colors, what you get is some information, like it is of a central region, the item name is pencil, and the total quantity as well. So these two things, pencil and central, we can just make out from the fact that it is a part of the central, and the pencil, the color is pink, but the amount, that is 1540.32, is what we are going to see with the help of this information. Okay, so this is actually the default settings, but what if you want to change the appearance? How can you do? So this is this visualizations pane present, from where you can just change the appearance or the way your chart looks. Okay, so how can you do that? First of all, you need to come out of the focus mode. So once you are in your focus mode, how can you come out of it? There is this back to report option. You can just click on it and it would be back into the normal thing that it was previously, and you can again see this focus mode option once again. So if you again want to go to the focus mode, you can simply click on this option and you would be taken to the focus mode once again. Now what we are going to do is change the way this chart looks. So for that, in the visualizations pane, there is the second option available, which is kind of a paintbrush option. This is actually a format option. So if you go to it, you will see these different options, and using these different options, you can actually customize the way your chart is looking. Suppose if you want to go to the data tables, and you can just click on, then what happens is, let's again go to the focus mode to have a better understanding. You are getting all these data labels like 1.5k, 2.4k, 0.5k, 0.9k, 5.8k, which is actually the round off value of the thing that it is representing. Like in the central region, 5,762 binders were sold. So what we are getting is 5.8k as a rounded off figure, which helps us to understand it in a better way. Okay, then what happens is, suppose you go to this x-axis. If you just expand this x-axis, then you can just change the color. Right now it's gray, you can just change it to black, and then also you can increase the text size. You see, as I'm increasing this text size, I want 13, actually 16. Okay, 16 is good. This is east, west and central have increased in the size, but that's too much. So I'm going to just keep it at around 13. That's perfect. You can change the font family. You can just change the minimum category width, maximum size, padding, everything you can change, whatever you want. Okay. And that's the title. So you can just change the size of the title as well. That would change the size of this region thing. So I'm going with 15 points or 16 points. That's perfectly fine. This was for the x-axis. If you want for the y-axis, you can do the same as well. Like you can just change its position. Right now it's shown on the left. If you want to show it on the right, now it is present on the right, but that's kind of odd. So let's go back to this left. You can always change all these things, like the size. I'm going to just increase it to around a 13. Alright, and then this title also, I'm going to just increase its size to around a 15 or a 16 for a better understanding. 16 is fine. Then the third option that we have is for the legend. where you want to show your legend. Right now their position is at top, but if you want to change it to anything like bottom, you can change it to left, you can change it to anything like you want it on the right. Yeah, that looks good for me. And then what is the name of the legend or the title that you want to give? Item is perfectly fine. You can just change its color to say black. You can just increase or decrease its size. I'm going to just increase it a little bit to around 13 or 14. Yeah. And in the general also there is some kind of options available. All this especially this alternative text, so it is actually kind of a description that would be visible along with this chart. So I'm just not going to add it, but if you want you can just add your alternative text. And then there is this background option. If you want you can just change the background color of your chart as well. Suppose I want to go with this shade of yellow, then what happens is this chart's background color is changed to a shade of yellow. You can just increase or decrease the transparency like this. So basically whatever formatting you want to apply, you can just apply using the visualizations pane. This is this format tab which you can use for this purpose. Okay, so using these options, these are actually pretty self-explanatory options. You would want to explore them much more on your own to see that how you can change the look of your charts. So this is all for the Power BI video today, and thanks for watching.